it's going to be really, really difficult for me to go into this without, with having the face cam up. But basically, Solasta is a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition system game without the D&D license attached to it, which is a little sad because it actually is probably one of the best ways that the D&D 5th edition license has been used in a computer game thus far. That's the basic criticism a lot of people give, and with little I've touched of it, I would have to say I agree with it, and Isaac very much agrees with that. You can make your own characters. You get a pool of characters in here, and you can make your own. I made these 3, and the character creation's pretty in-depth. It's kind of over the top with how in-depth it is. Now, it doesn't have everything that's in the player's handbook. You can see that, just by basically looking at this, Tiefling is definitely missing. Why do I feel there's another race missing that I can't think of at the moment? Well, Tiefling's missing. Not all the classes are here either. Looks like they might be adding more as time goes on. We don't necessarily know, but they're definitely adding more to the game overall. The game is kind of sort of like Dungeons and Dragons in a box, and they have campaigns that are going to be coming out for it. Currently, there's only one campaign available, which I think when Isaac looked at it, it goes up to level 6. Hey, Born in Rainbows. We're dying from boredom. But I'm going to show you some of the basics of it. If I went in and said I want a dwarf, you could choose between Hill Dwarf and Snow Dwarf. No, it doesn't offer as much as the 5th edition Player's Handbook does, but it does offer a decent amount. What I like about it is from here, you can see all of the adjustments that you get on the left-hand side that it does. So, Hill Dwarf gets a +2 to Constitution and +1 to Wisdom. Snow Dwarf gets a +1 to Dexterity, +2 to Constitution. And over here, you could do this elsewhere later. You can pick between male, female. And in here, this is where you pick your classes. Yes, as I mentioned before, there are some classes missing. Druid is not here. Warlock is not here. Monk is very definitely not here. But you do have Cleric, Fighter, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Wizard. I wish there was a little bit more, but it's fine for what it is right now. What I do like about this is you can sit there and say, I want a Dwarven... whatever. Here, Paladin. You can edit their equipment loadout. So they normally start with a longsword shield, 5 javelins, holy symbol, chainmail, priest pack. You cannot get rid of the holy symbol, you need that. But you can sit there and say that you want their main weapon to be a great sword, or it can be a great axe, or you can just go down this entire list and say that's what you want their starting weapon. Or you can sit there and say, well, I want them to actually dual wield or something, and I want them to start off with a great sword and a battle axe. Or you could just say, give them a spear for their long range, because each character comes with long range weapons they can end up having. Or you could just sit there and say, give me a dagger. I'm going to have this character throw a dagger around. And all you have to do is sit there and say whatever you want and validate. And it will show you what they get at higher levels. Again, I believe from what Isaac had seen, we only go up to level 6 in the current campaign at the moment. That's fine. They've already said they're working on more. The game came out in early access in the past, and they've definitely been adding to it as time is going on. I plan on showing you some of the jank. But you have to select your deity. Arun is a neutral alignment. Einar is lawful good. Marek is a neutral good. And Pakri, or however you pronounce it, is lawful neutral. It doesn't really matter, I think. For Paladin, I'm not certain. It might actually matter. But then you end up selecting their background. In the background, you can say they're academic, acolyte, aristocrat, lawkeeper. This will actually affect the character's personality, and the personality comes through in some of the story segments, which are some of the lower points in the game. But at the same point, I kind of like it, and I think it's really cool. So if you pick acolyte, they're immediately going to have a casual and lawfulness type of personality attached to them. And then you can give other personality background flags. You can say they're definitely lawful, and it super flags that one. And you can keep on flagging that one. You see how it gets bigger, different colors? I think it really, really determines what the character's personality is. I'm not entirely sure. But you can pick, they're altruistic, but they're also violent. And they also have an air of authority, and they're cautious. And all of this will come into play within the story elements. Again, one of the low points, but still really cool. You can have a standard array of dice, which I believe is a standard. I think this is the same number set that's in the player's manual as just the standard set to do. The 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8. Or you can just roll the dice. And if you roll the dice, you literally can keep rolling until you get what you want. I've seen like 2 18s pop up. I've seen 3 18s. And it's a little ridiculous some of the stats you can end up getting. Like, let's go with this one, for instance. Let's say 17. We need a good strength, so we'll put 17 there. Constitution, we'll put 16 there, and it goes up to 18 because we have a +2 for a racial bonus. We're going to have a +1 for wisdom. We do need decent wisdom because you are a paladin. Apparently, you're less wise than you are, like, able to hit things. We'll give a 12 for dexterity to give a +1. We'll give 11 intelligence and 11 charisma. And then skills do play a part within the game as well, especially with regards to things like acrobatics or athletics. So we're going to give athletics as a major skill. You're supposed to pick 2 of them. And we will give medicine. And then background languages. So here's the thing I've noticed. Anything that has an I, although part of the rule set and valid for role-playing purposes, this element is not used in the Crown of the Magister main campaign. So if you pick any of the languages that have an I, your character will not use them within the course of this current game. So I'm going to sit there and say she knows Orcish, which apparently is something that will come into play. And I guess if you don't have a character that knows Orcish, that's a problem. There is some jank to the game, especially within its graphics, we've noticed. Specifically, like, hairstyles and stuff. I want to show you the biggest jank that I've seen. And it's this beard. Which, for some reason, starts falling off their face at a point. It looks like it's better right now. Maybe it's a certain face. It's a certain face. Look at it. Look at the beard. There. In case you need a lighter skin tone for to see it. Look at it. Look at his mouth right there. And look at the beard. Great. That beard looks like he glued it on. He didn't do a very good job, did he? Yeah, there's definitely certain problems. I actually went into their forums yesterday and pointed out that beard shape too for the dwarves looks like it's falling off their face. It's even worse in a cutscene when they start talking because you see the mouth above the top of the mustache and the beard looks like it's still falling out. It's made of teeth. But I mean, you get a decent amount of character creation. Had I not picked a dwarf, had I picked like a human or something, let me go and show you. You get a little bit more on what you can do, and this includes even like picking an elf or something. If we just sat there and picked anything, we said, okay, just go, and you're a lawkeeper, and just pick 2 things for whatever reason, and then we'll just say optimize those rolls. There we go. And then we'll sit there and say whatever, animal handling, survival, that sounds great, and athletics. We'll say, you know, elvish and orcish. But beyond picking different faces, and yeah, they don't have as many faces as I wish they did have, but it's not a huge deal at the moment. Oh, this is just origins, like where you come from, and then you pick the different face here. How many do you have? 4, 5, 6. I think it depends on the race, and the hair shapes are pretty standard throughout all of them that you can do, but you can sit there and change their physique. You can make them a bulkier character. You can also make them much older. And I do like this little aspect. You can pick out of the 3 different voices, and then you can change the pronoun if that's something you want to do. It gives a decent amount of character choice within the character creation. What I want to do is I want to show you what the beginning of the game is like. I am going to let Isaac end up picking and showing you the game further into it when he streams, because I know he's been playing it a lot longer. I'm also going to turn my face cam back on. For anyone who just joined, I turned it off because you can't see the stuff on the side in that screen. Okay. So Kogar and I ended up creating... I also have my wonderful He's just a level 1 fighter. I created, you can sit here and say, show me all my personal made ones. Jody Hawk is a cleric. Horthen Reed is a half-elf ranger. And Nyala Linthier is a wizard. And we're gonna sit there and we're gonna say, start game. I will warn you, the beginning is very slow. This game shines in its combat, not in its story. Its story is pretty decent for the most part. It's a little... Because I don't have much further in. It's not very far in. All right. Okay. I'm gonna load it. I don't even know where my load is. Where is my loaded game? I think it's just an autosave. But there it is, I found out. So I started it originally and I had to change the dwarf's beard because I ended up seeing that, like, really not great beard. I'm skipping the entire intro because Isaac asked me to. The intro is a basic tutorial. It showcases some of the characters and what they do. It seems to be the same no matter what character you pick. But like I said, the story is definitely not a high point. The story is also the beginning is also a little bit slow and takes a bit to get into. It did not necessarily captivate me on that. And I will also end up showing you exactly what happens when you end up getting into story. So when you do the beginning intro, each of the characters ends up coming across stuff. I have commoner clothing. Where do I have commoner clothing on me? Our whole thing that we're supposed to be doing at the moment is to meet this guy named Karen at the Legacy Council. Located in the Palace of the Embassies, head north, take the stairs to the Sunblaze Court, then take the stairs west to the Embassies and go to reach the council. I am the Sunblaze Court is over here. Fast travel is a thing you can do by clicking here. It fast forwards time as if you were walking there anyways. So it's not exactly a cheat, and you can only fast travel to a location you've been to beforehand. And I think I need to go up here. I think.
Nice gardens. I never thought I'd get so close to the embassies.
There he is. So this is kind of how story always goes. Your characters always stand in the line.
Look at the size of this council hall.
So this is what they spend our taxes on.
Look. Is that...
The princess. Wait, is she leaving?
Apparently so.
Then who will administer the oath?
We're too low for her, not her role, the maid.
The maid who empties a chamber pot. No, we're not as important as that. Perhaps a stable boy.
You thought it would be the princess?
Wow.
Doesn't she lead the council?
No. In this chamber, she's just another delegate.
Lady Keen, the council's oathkeeper, is trusted by all.
Lord Karen,
Yes, milady.
are these your new deputies?
They are, milady.
God,
My
her
name
face.
is Lyra Keen, oathkeeper of the council,
Shh! Quiet, everyone.
and I will be administering your vows. Once sworn in, you will carry the authority of the council wherever you go. Your every action will reflect upon the council's reputation. Remember that. Always. Now, please, raise your right hands. Do you, each and all, solemnly swear your lives and allegiance to this council, and promise to carry forth our mission to protect our alliance from any who would threaten the common good?
I swear.
Excellent. Lord Karen will enter your name into the council's register. Thank you for your service.
Congratulations, deputies.
Wait, That's it?
Frankly, the speech was quite long enough for my taste.
The formality reflects the solemnity of your oath, but more would probably be immodest. So, the mission.
As I'm sure you know, the Council maintains a number of outposts to secure the border between the Principality and the Marches. One of them is the former Imperial Fortress, KLM. It's held by some 50 troops under the command of Captain Henrik. He sends us weekly status reports, or rather, he used to. We haven't heard a word from him in 3 weeks. Leave immediately for KLM and find out if anyone there is still alive. If Captain Henrik or anyone else is still breathing, bring him back. The Council wants a first-hand report.
Lady, I'm Oathkeeper of the Couch. Shh, quiet, everyone. That was probably one of the most awkward points of the dialogue I've seen so far, but I know there's other ones. Their faces are a little awkward. While I don't dislike them in these cutscenes, they're really weird. Plus, what is this unison head bob going on between these two? Look at them. It's like they're dancing to a musical tune in their heads.
Right. I guess that's that. It's on to KLM.
So I don't dislike the concept of the story, but the story is basically, from what I have ended up hearing from anyone, it's basically a standard Dungeons and Dragons type adventure story. There's nothing super deep about it. If you want a really deep story within an RPG mechanic, I'd almost say go to Pathfinder and play Kingmaker and just deal with that learning curve. But if you're looking to play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition as close to its actual rule set as possible, this game definitely does hit that. 5 council factions have representatives in Karasiflid, so apparently counts like faction relations are a thing. I don't know to what extent. Press the map button to open the location. When a waypoint has been found, you can use it to fast travel, blah, blah, blah. Understood. You will get a lot of tutorials and a lot of little pop-ups. Hey, Walker. I'm not going to show... I'm going to try and show as much as possible, but what you're going to see through me is a lot of early gameplay. If you really want to see what the later gameplay is like, you're going to have to wait until Isaac ends up streaming it. It's not in early access, though. No, it's 1.0. It needs work, but it's 1.0. They say they're working on it. I apparently have a level up. How do I level up? It's playable, so there's nothing wrong with it. The entire Crown of the Magister campaign is finished, so it's in 1.0. And it is playable. While there's some little issues and it may not be absolutely perfect, like, it runs for what it is. It's a 5th edition dungeon crawling type game with story that's oddly interjected, but that may change as other campaigns happen. The other big thing that this game has is it has a dungeon maker to where you can create your own dungeons and you can upload them to... Oh, that's really weird. Wow. You just walk through the... Oh, no. There's no collision on these objects. Why? No, there's collision on this one. There's no collision on these. I don't know why. Who needs solid objects? Some of them are solid, other ones aren't. Like, the bench here is solid. These crates aren't. It's really weird. Okay, so what we have to do next, we have to level up, it said. How do I level up? Take a long rest. Oh, that's right. We have to go to 5th edition rule set in order to level up. Collision go brr. It didn't go brr. Let me see. Fast travel here. Basically coming to the inn.
Hello, adventurers. What can I offer you?
The room.
We'd like to stay for the night.
Sure. Just walk up to the suite and settle in.
A suite?
It's more like a large bedroom, really. But you know, this is the capital city.
So therefore it's a suite because it's a large bedroom in the capital city. Okay. So long rests have two things. One, I mean, long rests have lots of different things. One, level up. There's nothing else we get other than hit points. I think we're hitting level 2 for this. She gets spellcasting slots, so she has one extra one. We're gonna prepare her spells. I think she... Can we prepare one more? Protect versus good and evil. Inflict wounds. I'm never gonna use that. Protect against good and evil. I don't want Guiding Bolt. Level 1 evocation. Oh, domain spells she always has access to. Shield of Faith, detect good and evil. There we go. Validate. So we're gonna level up our ranger. Basically, he's gonna make you pay a fortune because he called it sweet. I think he only took the 10 gold. It said at the top. I kind of missed pointing it out, but select a fighting style, 2 weapon fighting, because why not? He's a ranger. Oh my god, good berry. Creates 10 berries infused with magic. Eating a berry restores 1 hit point and provides sustenance for a long rest. For a long rest. Oh, holy crap.
Yeah, good berry is insane in this.
And Hunter's Mark. An enemy gets additional damage from you and can easily detect it for a limited time. There we go. Level up. Wizard. Specialization with certain kind of magic and an extra spell slot. We're going to give her... So, Green Mage. Heirs to the ancient traditions of the Sylvan Elves, they are wardens of the forest, specialized in nature, magic, and also reliable bowmen, trained to survive without spells if need be, as they had in the wake of the Cataclysm. Shock Arcanist is battle mages of the Mankalan Empire. Their teachings have survived the Cataclysm to become renowned and feared magical tradition taught in every major magic school. I'm going to go with Lore Master. They're obsessed with the lost knowledge of the pre-Cataclysm times. They know the old empire had superior magic, and they long to learn more about the lost spells and rituals. She gets annoying bee as a cantrip. Bees. We're gonna give, because she has 2 different spells. Oh, to learn. Shoot, which one do I want her to learn? Comprehend languages? I don't think we need to comprehend languages. I'm gonna give her shield and comprehend languages just in case. And her prepared spells, she can prepare 6. Let's have her prepare comprehend. No, you know what? Shield. Shield does work as a reactionary spell in this, like it does in 5th edition. So I'm assuming if she gets attacked, we'll get a pop-up that will ask if we want to cast it. Because that seems to be what happens for reactionary abilities in this. We're going to want to leave. Why is it nighttime? God damn it. I'm going to quick save. There we go.
I'll be with you in a minute.
What do we have to do? Buy some food for the journey. Tutorial crafting. In Solasta, you can craft various items. To do so, you need the proper equipment, ingredients, skill, and time. For magical items, sometimes you need to know spells. Crafting is performed while traveling once your party has set up camp, but is not yet sleeping. Characters can devote some of their free time to working on their current crafting task. So while your characters are traveling, as long as you have crafting kits, you can set them to actually craft things. Even if you're proficient with a given crafting tool, you'll still need specific skills to make successful checks against the recipe's DC. To craft potions, sometimes medicine is enough, but Arcana is very useful. To craft poisons, medicine or nature is useful. To craft scrolls or enchanted items, Arcana is a must. Crafting requires ingredients that can be found while adventuring and gathered from flowers, bushes, and rocks, and sometimes from dead creatures. Obviously, you can also buy them from shops unless they are very rare. I do like this aspect. Finally, to craft an item, you need to know which ingredients to combine. These recipes can be learned by reading manuals or taught by masters. To start crafting, open a character screen and click on the crafting tab. I haven't done crafting yet. I'm going to see if we can do this while we're playing.
Hello. How may I help you?
I just said, can we see your wares? I feel like I should just sell off my clothing that my characters came with. I don't see a reason to hold on to things like their commoners' clothing stuff. What is he holding? He has hand axes. Why is he holding a hand axe? This is only... Oh my god. His setup is horrible. Sell your commoners' clothes. What are these? Arrows you want to keep, because arrows you actually use. Crafting scroll of cure wounds. Keeping that, we're keeping that. We're selling his noble clothes. Wait, how do I sell that? Total revenue, none. Wait, it doesn't sell? Why? Ah, damn it. Why isn't it selling these? What is the point in these clothes? Alright, so we need food. Spellbook we don't need because she already has one. Arcane Circlet spell focus. Ooh, that's a spell focus? That would be a helmet slot, I think. Oh, look, you'll cast Detect Magic or Identify on your stuff. Alright, I know that there's a character... Here, I want to talk to her. Gorum. We need to buy food from you.
Welcome to Gorham's Emporium.
Can we see your wares? Yes, that's Gorum. I've talked to her before in the past. I'm trying to skip over her basic stuff. Food. We need 4 of these. We'll... Oh! She'll buy the clothes for 1. They do not need their other clothes. Like... They have their adventuring clothes. Alright, real quick. So apparently... Split that. Actually, you know what? You can carry the most weight, I think. Because I saw this. Crafting Scroll of Cure Wounds. Right click. Read it. Need a Blood Daffodil and Magnesium. What does she have? Refined Oil? Magnesium. Arrow. He has 2 flowers. What are these? Angry Violets. Crafting Scroll of Magic Missile. Magnesium, Angry Violet, and Galavan Amaranth. Don't have any of that. Abyss Moss. Potion of Healing. Magnesium, Angry Violet, Galavan Amaranth. That's... I don't have that. Here, give her your Angry Violets. And who needs you? The torch is needed by the 1 human. Arrows, give those to him. She does not need arrows. He does. And then his things. So his hand axes, those are meant for throwing, I think. This is his main weapon.
Deputies? A word, if you please.
So famous already. I love it.
You were in there too. Are you a member of the council?
I'm Annie Bagmorder, quartermaster of the Scavengers Guild. We don't have a seat in there, but they all know exploring the Badlands without us would be a bad idea. That's why you should stop by our headquarters downtown. You'll need our services, I'm sure.
Is that compulsory?
No. But you'll find our services useful. Everyone does. Did Lord Karen not tell you?
No. He pretty much stuck to giving orders.
Oh, right. Anyway, we offer plenty of help and advice to beginners like you.
We are grown-ups, you know. At least most of us are.
Of course you are. Well, good luck.
Some of their mouth movements
They're
are
tough,
really
these
awkward.
scavengers. Fearless.
I'd rather visit the temple, honestly.
The scavengers. They've seen so much already. The first explorers of the ancient empire.
So, what do you think? Should we check out their headquarters?
It's not far, but
I've had enough talking. Let's go kill some monsters.
If there's business to be done, we can't afford not to.
The tutorial's really, really big, which is why Isaac wanted me to skip it. I wanted to show a little bit, but honestly, he's right. It is really long. Near a merchant, you'll find a quick shopping interaction. Yeah. So quick shopping interaction to not talk with the merchant is just this. Click on that and you go straight into their shop instead of having to be all like, welcome to blah, 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 blah. So the whole point with this, and this is a cool concept with the Scavengers headquarters. And I'll let it play out for a little bit. I'll try and make it as short as possible, but I'll let it play out so you can hear what they say.
Ah, you came.
You piqued our curiosity. So, what exactly do you have to offer?
You don't know?
what kind of help do you offer to people like us?
Simple. Now, people like you typically carry out missions for the Council. In the Marches, even in the Badlands. Sometimes far away, like Captain Merrin.
Who's Captain Merrin?
We don't care.
You really must be new. She's one of yours. Senior Deputy of the Council. Anyway, you trek out to some old ruin in the Badlands, kill a bunch of orcs. Well, you're still a bit green, so let's say goblins.
Ouch! You're hurting our feelings.
Orcs will hurt much more than your feelings, believe me. And stop interrupting, it's rude. So let's say you find yourself with a whole load of rusty swords, leather armor, shields, too much for you to lug back here.
Oh, so we're puny as well as green. Thanks so much.
So instead, you brave heroes just clear the place of monsters and draw us a nice clean map. Then we take our carts and pick up every piece of junk. We bring it back, we sell it, and we split the profits with you. We move the stuff, you go off to kill more bad things. Everybody wins. What? You could never carry it all anyway. Not in your little backpacks.
So the basic
Well,
gist, if
thank
you
you.
didn't get all that
I
because
guess
you were
that's it
too
for us.
obsessed with staring at her mouth.
Fine. Feel free to visit us anytime. Or drop into any scavenger camp.
Are there others?
Anywhere we can settle. By the way, if you find Captain Henrik, tell him we're still interested
In what?
in getting our people to Caer Lem. The outpost is perfect for us. Close to the Badlands, with plenty of space for our camp.
Right. We'll tell him if we find him.
That would be appreciated. The more you do for us, the more we do for you.
Oh. So this business relationship can get better.
And I hope it will, friend.
I guess we'll see you around then.
Sure. Good luck out there. And don't forget, in the Badlands, always keep your eyes open.
So basic gist, as long as you make an area completely safe and quote-unquote draw them a map, I think that just tells them where to go. They will go pick up any equipment you ended up not picking up, they will sell it, and they will give you a bit of the profits. It's a nice way of saying, this is how we'll make sure that you loot everything. These characters' animations feel like they're from Oblivion. I was like thinking, is Oblivion worse or is it better? And I can't remember. Find yourself looking at her eyes when she talks to the ranger. She refuses to turn her head, so her eye disappears. Yeah. Use the arrow keys to explore the map. Click on a destination to plan your travel. Your party will take some time to get there. When en route, adventurers can gather food by foraging or hunting. They can also find crafting ingredients and encounter travelers, remarkable locations, or even monsters. Slow pace lets you move cautiously, trying to remain hidden from monsters. Normal pace is faster but riskier. Fast paced is the quickest of all, but can be dangerous. Rangers will be very useful while in their preferred terrain. You'll find more food and are less likely to be surprised by monsters. My ranger is for forest. I don't know how much forest there is between here and where we need to go. You can set up travel so you don't need to micromanage your party. Whenever someone can level up, a long rest can be started immediately without finishing the day's travel. When a crafting task is complete, you can set up a new one without losing time. You can open the post-rest window after a long rest, for instance, to modify your prepared spells. So this looks like it's all forest. And we need to go to Karalem because I don't think there's anywhere else for us to really go. So we're going to end up traveling there. So you set your pace, normal, fast, slow. We're going to sit there and say normal. If we said slow, it would take 4 days. If we said fast, it would take 2 days. Require 1 long rest. This is going to require 2 long rests. And we're going to start traveling. Your heroes normally plan their travel so that they're always fit and ready for anything. The routine requires them to travel no more than 8 hours a day and leaves enough time to eat and sleep and other activities such as crafting, talking, playing games, playing an instrument, and praying. Sometimes the normal routine will be interrupted and your heroes will need to travel while they should be resting. This will add fatigue and may lead to exhaustion. Adventurers know how to push themselves temporarily and then return to the normal routine, limiting camping activities to get more rest so that fatigue is reduced. Let's interrupt real quick. Isn't there something else I could have done real quick? No. Oh, they collect crafting ingredients on their own. Nyala found an apple tree and gained 3 food rations. And we have bandits. A group of hostile creatures has managed to surprise you. I think the bandits always happen because I did play up to this part beforehand. And there were bandits then too. I think it's just to teach you that it can happen. When you take the, you've been surprised while camping, you must fight off your attackers before you can leave. Having been surprised, you cannot take any action during the first turn of battle. Don't hold back your spells and powers. You will finish your long rest after the battle, so put all your strength into this fight for survival. This lets the character wait for a specific okay, so I'm not going to go into that. Equipment, shortcuts, yeah, that's fine. And there's weapon loadouts up there. So darkness does matter as per the D&D 5th edition rules. Considering that most characters have some form of dark vision, you don't have to worry depending on your character makeup. My particular party does have 1 human in it. She cannot see as well in the dark compared to others. They can hold a torch in their offhand, but it means she will not be able to use a shield if I end up doing that. 2 of my characters have the ability to cast light spells. I think my paladin has a basic light spell. My wizard has the ability to light up things within the environment. Currently my wizard is engaged. If I attempt to move her away, it's going to initiate an attack of opportunity from both of them. So let's cast mage armor on herself. And then we'll end her turn. She had a bonus attack casting action. I didn't even see what that was. So I'm just gonna set him to attack.
Touche.
And attack again because he has a bonus attack or an offhand attack. You attack with offhand separately. Oh, so he'd be able to pick a different target. And now I can move him if I want to. My paladin, she just has that, but she also has a power she can use, turn undead, preserve life. We don't have to do any of that. She can also ready an action, cast a spell, dodge, or disengage. We're gonna just attack straight. You know what? Shove her. We're gonna push her away. Get her away from the wizard. And then get in between. That does not always work. per 5th edition, I believe it's a strength check versus their strength check. So that person would have had a lower strength check. My dwarf is the main fighter, so I'm going to get in the front. The shields that you're seeing basically represent different forms of cover. In 5th edition, you have half cover and full cover. I forget what they actually do per rule set. I'd have to actually pull out the player's handbook to figure it out. But this game does follow all of that. Isaac says he's actually been learning stuff off of D&D and the rule set just by playing this. Things he has not known before. Or thought he did know and ended up having it incorrectly. So his ability that his action allows him to take another action. But he can only do it once until his next long rest, which is fine. We're going to have a long rest immediately after this. I don't know why I put him there. I should have put him closer. Who is it? Highwayman? I have a feeling the Highwayman is stronger. Cast a spell. So, Magic Missile. Per 5th edition rule set and per any previous edition, you create a number of missiles depending upon what level of power the spell has. Currently in 5th edition at 1st level or even 2nd level, you have 3 missiles. You can have them all go after a single person, or you can split them up. And I'm just going to have him just straight up attack her. That was not good. That was really bad. And if he attempts to move away from her, he's just going to provoke an attack of opportunity. Shove, knock prone. Ow! That animation looked like she just crawled onto the ground. Just attack. Hope for the best.
Struck.
What's his power? Oh, second wind. No. Excuse you. Jeez. We can continue casting spells here. What do we have? You know what? Out of curiosity, let's see if sleep works. Look at that area of effect. Both of them are asleep. Which I believe means Bandit is prone and unconscious.
Masterful.
Jeez. It's unnecessary levels of damage dealt. Nice. That animation looked like a bad kid theater actor, like, oh, you hit me, let me lay down. It does. It did. What is this? Troll Acanthus, we're taking that. Antitoxin, we're definitely taking. Rations, we're definitely taking. All of this other stuff is much... So, unlike other computer games, you can see how much their encumbrance is individually. I don't want to pick up all this stuff. While it might be worth it to sell it, this is a lot of heavy extra crap to carry around. So I'm not going to do it, because you start taking penalties when you start increasing your encumbrance. There we go. Finish a long rest and consume 4 units of food. You can always interrupt your travel manually by pressing the interrupt button. Then you can click on a character's portrait to open their inventory and possibly start a new crafting activity, change equipment, or check anything you'd like. Well, interrupt. And... oh, you click it here. So, crafting.
Are you asking about full cover and half cover?
No, not right now. What? I'm hiding behind stuff. What is it?
It's half cover quarters. Cover you cannot. You can't see the target. 3/4 is 5 AC, and half is.
Okay. And full is you just cannot
You
be
just
seen.
can't see them.
She can't even craft right
You
now.
can't
I don't have
target
stuff.
somebody. Actually,
You know, you just rules lawyered when you did that. You were all like, oh, it's really easy. About half cover and full cover. Do you want me to tell you? It's half cover, 3/4 cover, and then full cover.
yeah. This game only covers. You want to fight?
No.
You want to fight? Let's go.
I do want another mug of coffee, though.
Well, then you're gonna have to go get it because
I'm not being a bitch to you. I forgot there was a 3/4 cover in it. I remember
So,
3rd edition has all that,
that
but it was like a
scared
little bit
them.
more nuanced.
We're almost there. It's just up the hill.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
It's a little too quiet, don't you think?
We're in the marches, so quiet can't be trusted.
True. Let's keep our eyes open.
I think in 3rd edition you used to have like partial, like you had partial cover and then half cover, then 3/4 cover and then full cover, and you had to roll percentage dice prior to actually rolling your to hit because you had to see if you even had a chance to hit. So if you had like 1/4 cover or something, you had like 25% chance that you would like just completely miss. Something along those lines. I don't remember how it worked. I like 3rd edition a lot more than 5th edition. I mentioned it before, but I will sit there and say there is a lot of fudging, a lot of number play you have to do in 4th edition, which is the same type of thing that Pathfinder runs off of. And I do really, really, really like what Pathfinder has been doing, especially with all their newer stuff. But it is not new user friendly. I like this one for the most part. While I wish it had a more engaging story, everything I've experienced in it so far is really cool, and Isaac's been kind of addicted to the game. Are you playing it right now? Okay, in battle you often find walls, barricades, or other setting elements that display a shield icon. Half cover gives you enemies a -2 penalty to hit you with ranged attacks. Of course, you have to be on the other side of the cover. 3/4 cover grants a -5. Full cover means you cannot be targeted. I'm just reading it. In battle, you can use your inventory once per turn. See, Isaac was right. It was right there. You also have a utility slot that allows you to access and use an item without spending your inventory action. Place a potion or scroll here. So the one thing I've noticed about... Oh, you can change difficulty settings if you find it too difficult or whatever. The one thing I've noticed about... I think Isaac noticed it before I did. Your wizard... I'll show it when I get to her. Because right now we're on the ranger. Switch to his bow. How far can he actually target? He can actually target from there, but is that so far that it will actually miss? Here, get up here.
Too slow.
Nice. You actually hit that. You're a wizard, Harry. Oh, I thought he was aiming for the ranger and missed. Just hit the dwarf. My dwarf took 7 damage. Alright. So, the wizard, in particular... So your potion slot is here. You can put a potion there. But my wizard has her spell focus, which is a wand, in her 1 potion slot. To activate something from your inventory, I think takes an action? How do you, like, does it take an action to go into your inventory and grab something from it, or what? So we're going to use a cantrip right now, and we're just going to firebolt. We can't. Can we hit it at all? Dazzle? No. Support. I think he's too far. What is that range? 24 squares. I think his height changes it. You can hit that one. Firebolt cantrip.
A victory fit for a sword.
Jeez, that was good. We're gonna hide her over here. Because she's my squishy wizard. He hits a shot from below really far away, but can't make it 2 melee attacks happen. Look. That was against a brigand, which was a totally different enemy. Go, dwarf. Put yourself in the harm's way.
Wait till the next one.
He's gonna get shot again. Oh, good. He missed. Alright, Paladin. Paladin can go here. And use her ability. Restore hit points. She only has one use of it. She doesn't have a free hand to cast a spell. God damn it. Here, put her on a crossbow. Where's her healing? Spare the dying. Here it is. Cure wounds. Better do like up to 7 or something. Oh hey, she did 8. I'm proud of her. Alright. Can you hit this one? No. Fucking hell. I don't think you can see him from there. It's gonna have to jump down. There we go. Baited it down. Ow!
Shake it off.
Would you like it with your team members as you're like been smacked in the face with a sword or all like just shake it off? Firebolt. God damn it. Sparkle. Sparkle, I think, is a spell they made for the game. Target up to 3 objects that can be illuminated and light them up immediately. Things are a bit jank, but the system seems well implemented. It's really, really well implemented. There's a lot of jank in the game, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot that I really, really like about what it offers. The big thing that kind of sold me on it is the developer said that, yes, well, the Crown of the Magister campaign goes up to it's basically done and goes up to level 6. This is basically an engine that you're buying when you get, when you get the game. They are releasing new campaigns, and they also have a dungeon builder system that's currently in beta that allows anyone to build their own dungeons and their own adventures and then to upload them to the workshop. And there's already ones that I will end up showing at some point. Like, we'll probably take a look at them after I do a little bit more with this today. Can I hit him from here? Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Truly formidable.
What was that head snap she decided to do just now? But yeah, no, there's definitely jank to the game. I'm not mincing anything on that one. There's definitely some jank. Of course you missed. Really rolled a 6. Fucking hell. Why did I put my wizard out in the front like this? Dash. I think this will give her some cover. If I dash, you can make it all the way up to him. Now try shooting an arrow. Oh. Well, he disengaged instead. Really? That little bastard. I don't think he can easily run, like, do anything. Dash. He's not going to be able to shoot down to them while they're up against this wall, I don't think. Dash. It depends on where he puts himself. It is possible to jump from up here all the way down. Featherfall is a spell that's in the game. Let's get her there. Like, where's this goblin going? He's gonna spend all of his turn attempting to disengage it. Oh, he spent all of his movement disengaging just so he could shoot his bow. How stupid was that? Yeah, no, she's not gonna be able to do anything. He can definitely climb up and shoot at it. I'm glad we had a nice cinematic camera for that. Yeah, there are a few game-breaking glitches that have happened. Isaac has gone into areas where he said he doesn't want to leave the area yet, and then the exit will vanish. Like, people have, like, they are apparently paying attention to people making mentions of things within the forums.
Good.
Knowledge of goblins increased. Short rests are a useful way to recover while exploring a dungeon. You can do so whenever you're far enough away from all enemies. This may be impossible in a very hostile location. The party must all be together. Short rest is a period of downtime of 1 hour in which characters do nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds. After short rest, they can spend hit dice to recover hit points. So if you don't know 5th edition, you get 1 hit die per level, basically. And you basically roll that to see how much extra hit points you recover. Other abilities may be recovered by taking a short rest according to a character's class and level. Understood.
Where did those goblins come from?
There it is.
Some hole in the mountain, I guess.
So you can do short rest here. And we could say... Start it. There we go. I think you get whatever your die roll is, so he gets a d10, plus his constitution bonus. Oh, and she could use Arcane Recovery. I haven't used any of her spells yet. She's only used her cantrips. The one thing I want her to do... is to use armor, because I believe armor lasts for 8 hours. Yep. So we're gonna quick save. We'll grab that. Oops. Just here, just grab this one. Never mind, grab this one. Tiger. Bodhi is trying to play. Tiger doesn't want to play. Tiger is at my feet right now. He's like, he's sitting over in the corner next to me because Bodhi wouldn't stop. What is this, gold? Ooh, 6 GP. These are copper pieces. A game that actually is silver and copper. Actually kind of floors me a little bit. Nope. So the one thing is my dwarf is carrying everything. So we're gonna hand over some food. It doesn't matter who's carrying those, but we want to pay attention. She has a healing remedy, 1d8. What is this? 2d4 plus 2. He already has a potion. He has a potion. She has that. What is this notebook for? It just has paper. It has paper. She can use it for making scrolls. That's why. I wonder what's over there. Do we have Featherfall? We do. How the hell would she get back up? Let's see what happens. Here, we'll give it give it to the dwarf. Don't go dying. Oh, off of all 5 targets. Bodhi. Oh, that's climbable. I wasted a spell. I'm reloading. The other downside to the game, its load times. Its load times seem exceptionally long. Did you close the door on Bodhi? Open it back up.
It's not closed.
It doesn't matter. He was sitting there meowing because he wants Tiger to pay attention to him, and you closed the door on him. Why do you make Bodhi a victim?
It's not a victim.
You are turning him into one. What is this? Lair of filth. Clear the goblin cave.
Looks like you did that all your life.
I found a goblin cave.
Damn! Ugh, it
We should be
stinks.
cautious from now on.
Honestly, last time I played this, because this was the only fight I ever finished, I went up here. I never found this. Falling hazards. You explore, you may come across hanging cages, stalactites, and other hazards ready to fall on your enemies or you. Target these with an arrow or an attack spell. You still need to make an attack roll to make them fall and crush anyone beneath them. That's kind of cool. You, however, need to make your mace glow because you can't see. Oh, there it is. There's a battle. Well, initiative is really high with my ranger, thankfully. But where the hell? What are we attacking? Oh, frickin' hell. I don't even know where they are. Holy crap.
Oh, that must have hurt.
Well, that one's dead. Oh, no. Hit him with the glowy mace.
Well done.
I don't know if that's helping. Cast a spell, firebolt. Can she peer around the corner and hit it? He's too far. Cannot see this target. Are you kidding me? Where's the other target? Oh, there's one there. Crap. End turn. My poor wizard. Everyone, we should be cautious. The dwarf Argot stinks. Basically. So we're gonna run here. And we're gonna throw an axe. Can we throw it? You cannot reach the target. Isn't this a frickin' hand axe? You know, the thrown weapon. It doesn't work. I unequipped his shield. Who did he? Is that a critical miss? Yeah, it was a critical miss. It's right up there. Here, just hit him.
Another one bites the dust.
We'll just send him around. I swear my ranger is the most useful one right now. That and my paladin. Here she goes. Insta dead for any of them. She can't even move. There's another one somewhere. Oh, there he is. Why did you climb up over that? She's all like, I need to do this. I need to prove that I'm someone useful. Can she actually hit? She can. Don't hit the wall. God fucking damn it. Oh, it's a miss anyway. We have a lady with a glowing axe. It's a mace. Look at it. She cast a light spell on her mace and now it glows. Don't you dare. Little bastard. Switch back to this. It doesn't matter. Just hide behind something. The ranger will take care of it. Did you just critically miss? He did. Everyone just hide. Alright, can you, like, come here. Cast Firebolt on him. Go back to your hiding spot.
If it doesn't kill you.
Did the dwarf just try to make a smartass remark because the ranger got hit by an arrow? If it doesn't kill you. Correction, the ranger will not take care of it. He's trying.
And
There.
the winner is me.
He just tried. He also did a survival check, and I have no idea why. Isaac was wondering that. My thought is that the survival check is them trying to, Here, let's just use lay on hands, essentially.
I kind of like that.
It did nothing. I used the wrong thing. There.
I owe you one.
Jeez. What? My ranger did most of the killing in that one. Yeah. Here, my wizard's gonna touch this. Look at the money. Oh, look. Torches we don't desperately need. Don't the torches end up getting used up? Did they actually burn out? I'm not worrying about it. Who just made noise because they had to jump down? How do we get up there? That's what I want to know. Oh, climbing. Look, my ranger did eventually take care of it. I feel like my dwarf doesn't need to be carrying this much food around. So many rations. Why do the goblins have so many rations? I have good bearing. No, it creates 10 berries. Yeah. Give her the Angry Violet. Moonflower. Notebook page. Scroll of Sleep. Arrow and a prime dagger. Prime dagger for crafting? All right. Here. She doesn't need to scribe that. Notebook page. Read. Something is wrong with the captain. I told the lieutenant, but she didn't listen. She can't believe Henrik would be wrong about anything. I may have to confront him myself. Ritual cast. Detect magic. Party is waiting for 10 minutes while she's doing stuff. Magic detected on all of us because we're all carrying potions. I'm just double checking. What is this? No, give that to the mage. No one gets to hold any plants except for the mage. In fact, here, hold her lunch. I know, but I just want to know that she's the one that's holding it all. Magnesium, give it to her. All the ingredients are going to be carried by the mage. She's going to have, like, Queen Ivy. I don't know what that is. Here, give that to her. Give her this. Oh, they've all been carrying everything. Okay. Prime Dagger is nice. Bodhi just meowed. Ooh, there's another thing over here. Let's go. Wait, why am I sending the... No, don't send her. Stop. So, my mage has, like, no athletics. What's her stats? She's got a dexterity of 418, so that's not bad. I forget what her whole deal is. Her athletics is minus what? So basically every time I have her jump to something, she kind of sort of falls on her hands and knees and then picks herself up a bit. Because while she's pretty good at being dexterous, she's not that good overall. An amethyst. You need this. You need all of this. What is this? Scroll of Cure Wounds. That sounds like something you need. And another flower that goes to the mage. Alright, let's come down. Sends mage alone to climb a small tower. Party waits 20 minutes. She's at the top. She collapses, just breathing and heaving. Did I finish this entire cave already? Is this the extent of the Goblin Cave? Seriously? No, there's more right here. Wait, isn't that where we came from? It is where we came from. Here, hit that. Knock the cage down. Yeah. Alright. The Goblin Cave is done. That was kind of cool. Alright, so let's go back up here. It did say cleared lair. It did?
Simply no choice.
I didn't even notice that. So yeah, characters crawl through things and everything. Right after the battle. I didn't even notice. So that's kind of cool. So we finished that part. So rather than going on further, here's what I'm going to end up doing. We're going to end up showing you... Let's see. Body. Oh, my body. Oh. He's trying to play with Tiger, and Tiger doesn't want to. He's so excitable today. You can look at his face. He's just all like, I just want to play with him. He's looking at Tiger. She has higher athletics than you do. She has higher athletics than I do. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to say quick... No, don't. Just go to the main menu. I want to show this. He looks so upset. He wants to be on the ground. Over here, Dungeon Maker. It's currently in beta. You can create your own locations. Give it a title, give it a description, mention who the author is, which version it is. Because, like, if you're doing it 1, you could sit there and say 1.0. Or you could sit there at whatever you want it to be. Environment, Necropolis, Stronghold, Elven Palace, Lava Caves. There's not a whole lot of choices at the moment, but it seems to be fine for what it is. You determine its size and its visual mood. Crypt, Inferno, Strange, ambient music you can end up having. And then once you end up deciding, say, derp, apply, and you just basically drag and drop for the most part. There is a way to see it, I think, in third person. You can show and hide light sources, show and hide activator links, so you can have activation links and everything. You can choose your rooms. You can choose different, select a valid position to place this. Bodhi, what are you doing? What is he doing? But yeah, you can end up putting all this stuff down. You can decide what you want it to look like. I think because I said, what did I say, Necropolis? It's giving me everything that would be in a mausoleum. You can put statues down. You basically have full and utter control over it. Wall torch. Wall torch. It has to be attached to a wall. Different types of treasure, different interactable objects, hidden doors, double door, pushable block, another hidden door, an interactive torch that does something, which you can then tell it to do something else. Different types of monsters that you can end up placing down, different lore plaques that you can end up doing. So if we say like a visual lore plaque right there, and we can sit there and say, derp a herp. Herpy derp. Like whatever the heck you want, and you can totally make your own dungeons entirely off of this. It's in beta at the moment, so I'm very curious where it goes, but at the moment you can browse the workshop, and while you can't see it, there's literal stuff in here that people have loaded, such as Temple of Evil on Witch Mountain 3, which it sits there and says, please subscribe to Witch Mountain 1 and 2, since you need all 3 in order to play it. Tomb of Heroes. These are player-made content. What, you have to put wall torches on walls? 0 out of 10 game. But yeah, no, it's full-on player-made content that you can download, and there's a lot in here. Yesterday there was only a single page. There's 3 pages now. So people have been going to town on this. And it's really, really, really cool to the extent of which you can end up going to within the game. I like a lot of what it ends up offering. Let me see what happens if we end up grabbing a player-made one. Let's grab this Tomb of the Heroes. I might have to relaunch the game. Yeah, we're gonna have to relaunch. Give me a sec. Hey, Brad. We'll relaunch and we're gonna take a look at a player-made dungeon using the current dungeon setup and see what it's like. You see, that's why it's in beta. I have no idea why it's in beta. I think they're adding more stuff to it. It is on the Game Pass PC from what I've heard. It's worth trying if you have that available to you. I do like with what it offers. It's so this is by Philip and Jason, Large Necropolis, Tomb of Heroes. Starting level 1. So we're gonna pick our same party. Players that we ended up having. Wait. Because I like having Jody as the second one. I don't think it really matters much, but you can't seem to change the order once you're in the game. What?
Can I just say I'm so glad I didn't rely on your calendar? Because I wrote it down when they were talking to us. It's Monday through Thursday.
No, you got it wrong.
No, I didn't.
You did. Yes, because I put in the note. I put it on the calendar. When you said it, I even told you, I said you got it wrong, and they said, no, you're wrong. It's not Monday. It's Tuesday. It's Monday. I have an alarm that's going to go off at 12 anyways for it. I need coffee. Can you get me coffee? Please? I have an alarm for a reason. Isaac's parents are out on vacation, and so we're feeding the cat. Shortly after an earthquake rocked the region, an ancient door revealed itself along a barren mountain path. The lure of curiosity and thoughts of unclaimed riches was too much for your adventuring party to resist. Immediately after entering the dungeon, however, the door ominously locked behind you. You don't think the game is finished yet? You read it had Act 1, a little of Act 2. It says that it's in 1.0 and fully released. But they didn't say that fully released means it's done. They did say that they are working on it further. And they're going to be doing more with it. There's going to be more campaigns added and more content added. But it's not in early access. So you can take Firebolt and cast it at torches. You can also just say light a candle or a torch and go up to each one and light them. Candles obviously don't have as bright of... you can also sit there and just say, sparkle, sparkle. I'm just trying to light up the way because I have no idea what this is like. So this is player-made dungeon right now. Apparently you can interact with all of these, and this is called Tomb of the Hero. More curious about the draconic emblem on the door. Squire Davka. What did it say? Squire Davkish, trusted and true. Magnolia of Dunlin, Emerald Knight. Tisha Longheart or Somber Soldier. See if we can find anything. Is it just this door? Or did they just make this and this is all they did? No, there's stuff over there. There's a secret door around here somewhere. Right there. Honey, you don't get to clip things like that. What is this? Perhaps this tomb was made to keep people out, but to keep something in. God damn it, I hate that statement. I think if we weren't being cautious, we wouldn't have necessarily seen that. I also don't like how dark it is. Well, I mean... Sparkle, sparkle. Feel a draft coming through the door. It carries the faint sound of something dragging against stones. Okay. I'm sorry, what are these? Zombies. Oh, goody. Zombies and skeletal archers.
Oh. Where are you encountering this?
It's a player-made dungeon.
Oh, like I've never encountered skeletal
Shit.
archers.
I didn't even notice I was running past the skeleton. What? No. Yes, it's fine. Whatever. I don't know what to order from it. How does mana work in this? Is there cooldown base? It's not mana and it's not cooldown. There is no mana in 5th edition. This is Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition for all intents and purposes. So you have spell slots based upon your level and prepared spells. I'm gonna just end his turn. I don't necessarily like anything that's coming after us, but I don't know why I didn't prep her. Firebolt against the skeletal archer. Of course she missed, and we're gonna hide her. She can cast one spell. Why can she cast this one as... Okay. It's not necessarily bad if she can cast that, but here. I need to give light. Without light, there's a chance that my paladin, being human, is gonna have issues.
Hold it.
You hate spell prep? I like spell prep. 5th edition's very, very forgiving with regards to spell prep. By Mage, thanks for the torch. She's down to 0 to 9. We'll be fine with her. We need to get rid of the zombie first. We really need to get rid of the zombie. End her turn. This is a lot of really nasty baddies. Attack of opportunity. Definitely attack it.
You're not coming back.
Okay, skeletal archer's down at least. Really? 9 damage. Does healing hurt undead? Positive energy. No. No, 5th edition doesn't do it that way. She does have a turn undead ability, though, being a paladin. She can do something about that. Why don't I have an actual cleric in this party? I just realized there's no cleric. I have a paladin. No, she is a cleric. She's not a paladin. That's right. I kept thinking she's a paladin because she's what she's wearing. She's a legitimate cleric. So yes, she can turn undead.
Too slow.
I have 2 healers this way. He's not going to be able to move that way. I'm more worried about... So yeah, I think in 5th edition, zombies can either move or take an action. They can? That's stupid. Where's the stupid skeleton? Are you kidding me? How did I get behind there? Get to the skeleton. Get rid of him. Oh, it just crawled over. Frickin' hell. We'll leave that. At least it critically missed. What's wrong? Bort. Where's her ability? Oh, her healing symbol. Her holy symbol. It's right there. Spare the dying, sacred flame. Inflict wounds. How do I do... Shield of Faith, Healing Word. I want to turn the undead. How the heck can she not? Oh, she's level 1. I'm betting she doesn't have it. But it's not here. Bane, inflict wounds, bless, cure wounds, spare the dying. Yeah, I know. What is it under? There, now she has a free hand. It's because light crossbows consider two-handed. Alright, Sacred Flame.
You were doomed.
I don't think zombies have dexterity saves, so it's an instant failure for them. In 5e, clerics get turned undead at second level. That makes sense why she's not able to do it then.
Oh!
Is my dwarf dying? My dwarf's dying. Dying. So this is a player-made dungeon, and it's really fucking overly difficult at level 1. Level 1, and it's like the first room had zombies and skeletal soldiers. Zombies and skeletal archers are not that simple. This is gonna be interesting. Can you leave him alone? Oh, he failed his check. She got it. Here, no. Cast spell. Sacred Flame. Can she hit him? She can. Damn it. Healing Word? And she can increase... Here, Shield of Faith. Make sure Corthan is protected as much as possible. Yeah, there goes the party. The party's like... She's down to 4 hit points. This entire area was all like, hey, this is a level 1 party built like fight. This is the first encounter. Learn to balance your encounters, people. Does this not count as cover? It doesn't. The worst part is he's using daggers, which I think means he does a lot less damage. Oh, she failed one of her saves. Spare the Dying's a cantrip. Target must be dying. Isn't she dying? There we go. She's no longer dying. Please leave my characters alone. Can't even get back there. Can he hit him? Technically.
Go on!
Not for a lot. Damn it. The creators of D&D don't use a challenge rating to balance their encounters. I heard that the CR is not very well implemented in 5th edition, but I think they've always had some issues with it. Either way, this is not an officially licensed 5th edition product. This is actually made by a French studio with 15 to 20 employees. It's pretty impressive with what it does for how small of a studio they are and what they've managed to accomplish. I'm gonna get over here. And we need to use Spare the Dying on him. Now he's just sleeping. Peaceful. Till the skeleton turns around and hits him. God damn it, leave us alone.
You like it?
Jeez. 50 experience for that. Can we just say, hey, we're having some problems, guys. Let's choose to not continue our lives here. Take 1 hour break. Oh, jeez, we can't. Why? Is it because they're down? How long? Unable to act until awoken. Well, how do you wake him up? Is there a medicine check you can do on them? Concentrate to maintain the shield's faith. Stop concentrating. Cast spell. Cure wounds. That woke him up. Oh yeah, because now he's just prone. Small studios get so much more done at this point. I feel like small studios have gotten... They have less of the marketing department lording over them, is what I would like to say, and it's probably a little bit more streamlined on what they're trying to do. And a lot more focus. But apparently from what I've seen in the past, from when I was just researching other games recently, that was kind of the standard with just about any studio, even in the past. Because a lot of studios in the past ended up having similar issues. And we're talking like early 90s level studios and stuff. Heal other, shove it down her throat. Alright guys, rest. Can't rest. Why can't we do a short rest? Not safe. Maybe if we move further out? Darts, arrows. Just. Let's run all the way back here. I mean, player-made things are always hit or miss, and sometimes with player-made stuff, there's a lot of having to, the players, like, learning and rebalancing. Like, the fact that I'm already using their early stuff, my mistake was not having mage armor on. I kind of wish you could end up, like, finishing out an adventure with some characters and then taking the characters into the next area. I think that would be kind of cool. And you could take the same gear that they ended up picking up. While it could be a problem because player-made dungeons can definitely be imbalanced in the treasures they give you, it would still be a cool idea that you could just adventure with the same party in different adventures. Hallway appears to have collapsed long ago. Looking around, you spot something buried in the rubble. Okay. Thieves' tools. Oh, he has... Yeah. Scroll of protection from good versus an evil. We might actually want that. Gold dragon statuette. I'm very much expecting to die in the next big party. Can't imagine anything in this place is a warm welcome. You dumbass. I wish they would stop moving. I don't know. I'm ordering lunch because I don't have enough stuff prepped for us to have lunch. Although tonight I think I'm making us chicken salads again. Because I really like the chicken salad this week. Paladins aren't restricted. Yeah, I know that. They were never restricted to lawful good in 3rd edition either. They were restricted to lawful. Because the basics of a paladin makes a lot more sense on the concept, in my opinion, to them being lawful. But they could be lawful good, they could be lawful neutral, they could be lawful evil. And even going back to 2nd edition, they even had the anti-paladin, which was the evil version of the paladin. Take a moment to stop and listen at the door. Only the sounds of small stones tumbling on the floor greet your ears. They also have a stupid amount of tank damage and healing. I mean, fighters have more damage output, I think, but I have heard that if you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, with 5th edition, the classes are not very well balanced, but at the same time, 5th edition, you're not really playing with the intention of the classes being imbalanced so much as you're supposed to be playing for role-playing aspects. I'm sorry. This is not going to go well. So, Skeleton Archer is attacking Jody. You can react to impose disadvantage upon the enemy block.
Ha!
So as long as a character is within his, next to him, he can impose a disadvantage by blocking enemy attacks. So if we stay in this type of position, that's fine. However, a dungeon that's made for 1st level parties that has 2 ghouls and 3 skeletal archers as the second encounter, we're gonna die. That's not a very well balanced encounter. She can't see, I don't think. Skeletal archer is unlit. She's gonna have disadvantage.
Well, I'm getting the measure of this.
Yeah. Play to have fun, not mow everything down. But that's fun for some people. I mean, it's fun for some people, but D&D was like... Honestly, D&D can be whatever you want it to be. I can't play D&D with that kind of thing in mind. And if, like, I have problems playing with people that want to play a character because min-maxing. It's not fun to me. Enemy turn. They're not really doing much. There's the ghoul. Oh, it's crawling through. I was like, why is it so slow? That is not going to go over well. He's not a thief, so he doesn't get sneak attack.
Well struck.
He hit it decently. I don't know if you can actually take the monsters and if you can adjust them at all. Shoot. Is there any areas that I can light up? Or cast spell here? She can't see that one. I mean, it's worth it. It's... Get him over here. Go after the ghoul.
You have them now.
Are you kidding me? No, end turn. I mean, honestly, having her... yeah, she can sit... her not being able to see anything is problematic. Jeez, what happened? This is one of the glitches. This is a hell of a glitch. What is with the light? Or maybe it's just supposed to be hazy in here, and that's why it looks like that? Maybe it's just the environment? He's at 5 out of 12. He has no potions on him. Really?
Good kill.
There. Block. Because apparently he was... I didn't even think of it because of the wall. But yeah, he was in an attack of opportunity. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a layer of mist. End turn. Here. Make life a little bit easier. Why can't I cast... oh, she has no more spell slots there. Where's her sparkle? Can she hide? Oh, she can. I wonder if we can actually pull them out.
You'll die like the rest.
How's his life? Because he does have second wind. He's at 14 out of 15. Sparkle is not a standard spell. It was made for the game. There's a few different light spells that they created for use within the game. Light is the spell that you use specifically on an item that your character is carrying. Sparkle targets up to 3 different objects within the environment to set them to give them light. I don't know if it just sets torches on fire, because that's all I've really used it on, or if it actively can cause anything that's targetable to become a light source. There's another one which is a ground-based spell, light, and there's another one that can cause an enemy to light up. They have a few homebrew spells in here, and the homebrew spells seem pretty well balanced for what they are and what they do. I definitely don't have a problem with any of the ones that I've seen thus far. Skeletal Archer is targeting Jody. Let's block. Imposes disadvantage. Will that hit? No, it misses. Hi, buddy. Why she can't cast Sparkle at the moment, I'm not entirely certain. I don't know what's blocking that. I want to get him out of this line of sight. And get him to hide again. I think if I get her there, they won't be able to see her. Where is her Sparkle spell? Maybe it's not... no, it should be an evocation. Her wand is equipped. Whatever. Here. That's...
I thought we said cautious.
Oh, it just saw her. Move out. I think we're just gonna have her come out and just do, like, little attacks like that. Block it. The animation for block is really weird. I know they at least gave it an animation, but it's really, really weird. Ah, fucking hell. This is why you don't give ghouls to a level 1 party. She just got paralyzed. And she's dead. My cleric went down. Does anyone have any potions to give her? Risky, but we're gonna do it. He'll get advantage on the attack. Oh wait, he's still hidden. Cast. Firebolt, go.
Palpable hit.
Decent. There's 2 archers left. Here, hide behind the guy that they supposedly can't see. Pretty sure they can see him. Heal other. We're out of potions. We're out of potions. We have 2 skeletal archers and we're out of potions. And she's out of spells. God, this is ridiculously hard. He's a ranger, not a rogue. He's hidden, so they can't see him. He's totally gonna die. I did that intentionally, because now they're lit up. Get her out. Dash. Get him out. I want to try and draw them towards us.
That wasn't smart.
The disadvantage, but there. Did they see him? I don't think he's hidden anymore. Goodbye. Oh my god, he's still alive. Excuse me. That one's in darkness, this one's not quite in darkness. It's an arrow against skeletons. I'm not expecting it to do much damage if it even hits. Did you just shoot the ground? Get over here. We need them to come to us. Get back. Hide. Everyone's just hiding. Can they shoot her from there? What the fuck? Oh, I guess technically they could see her from there. It's probably not the best place to be standing.
Run
Well,
while you
that
can.
skeletal arch is down. You can post a picture in the artwork in Discord. Hide. Come out here because he'll get a bonus to his attack if he's hidden. Oh. He can't attack because he used his action to hide.
A modest success.
I mean, that wasn't too bad. I definitely need more tactics in this area. I should have, like, just stayed in this hallway and forced them to come out. He unfortunately does not have a whole lot that I can have him use. Nice. Fucking finally. Oh no. Daggers. Dagger. There we go. This was not good. We can't even take a short rest here. Arrows. Are you fucking kidding me? Cast spell. I think Sparkle can't be cast in combat. Well, why couldn't she do it?
It's the stupidest spell in the entire existence of spells.
No, it's not. I'm using it right now.
So Sparkle is a bonus action, and she needs a.
She has a free hand.
Which one is she?
She's able to cast this, which requires a free hand.
Sparkle needs to have torches too.
Yeah, we had torches.
Then I don't know. It freaks out all the time for me.
There are certain spells that aren't working as they're
Clerics,
supposed to.
can cast it as a bonus action too, which is really weird.
It's a homebrew spell. It's totally fine. I mean, you need light in the game, and it's nice that you have options.
I prefer, so you can actually go into your inventory.
It's not safe to rest here.
And drop a torch off of your character onto the ground to light up the area. You don't have to use an action to drop it.
Yeah, that wouldn't have helped me in the last fight. Everything was on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
We are, this is a player-made dungeon, and this is what we're at.
Why'd you go in at level 1?
Because it forced me to.
Really?
I wonder if I could have leveled up my players at least
Yeah,
one
you
more
could.
level and gone in.
Level your players.
Yeah, but doesn't it permanently level them? Because you level them in the character creation. There is a way to artificially level your characters within character creation, presumably so you have characters of different levels that you can take into different things. But I think it permanently levels them within the character roster. I think. He needs a flaming item to do that. She doesn't. Sparkle. Where's there another one? Just proceed. So the ghoul came through here. Sword and shield, axe and bow, soldiers, squires, and knights below, guard the graves of warriors brave, the worthy souls of long ago. Hey. I can get behind that little poem. That one we can view. Quartermaster Duras, keeping what? Keeping the front lines fed. I mean, these are, it's well, like, for a player-made dungeon, it's well thought out enough. Like, if I put her here and I say Sparkle there and there. No other, oh, and there. Now she'll hit all three. There's another one there. There you go. I'm not saving it because I'm fully expecting us to die, especially at our current levels. Like, I don't think we have any healing potions left at all. There's not a single healing potion. She does have protection from evil and good. How long does this last? 10 minutes. I have no idea how long 10 minutes lasts within the game. Like, I know the basic concept of how long a round is supposed to last. Unless they changed it. A round is supposed to be and always has been, at least in the past 6 seconds. I'm not as up on 5th edition rule sets. I wonder if you can douse torches after you've lit them. Are you fucking kidding? It's my own fault. That was my own fault. A campfire. Looks like a good place for rest, but I don't want to spend more than one night in this forsaken tomb. Gold, gold. Engraved bone dice. Valuable item that you can sell to a shop. Remarkable arrow. What's so remarkable about it? Remarkably light and sharp. It may be magical. Ritual cast. Detect magic. Yep. I'm so glad they're using the alternative method where you have to actually use identify. Death Blondie, happy Monday! Thank you for the resub. 18 months. It's a year and a half. We love having you around. Ritual cast identify. Everyone stand here for an hour and 10 minutes. Oh wait, does she need it? Oh shit. There. I like how it said waiting for 10 minutes. Arrows +1. Alright. That's kind of cool. Do we have enough meals to do this? We definitely need a long rest. You love watching y'all during your workday? Oh, thank you. Prepare. Alright. I'm not likely to use Bane. Protection versus good and evil is good. Shield of Faith, inflict wounds. What? I use Bane. I've used Bane in Pathfinder, and I've used it in previous editions of D&D and games, but I prefer to use Bless. I usually, especially in 5th edition, don't keep Detect Magic or Identify prepped, but I don't have the option. So the only spells I'm likely to use in here is Magic Missile and Mage Armor. Because honestly, I don't see a reason to use Featherfall yet, and I do, like, if everything in here is undead, sleep is useless. That's fine. Alright. The fact that I've lasted this long and had a long rest available to me, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. I don't know how much we've done as far as, like, character progression. Like, where do I see my experience? I don't think we're close enough to leveling, but I don't know. I don't remember what the experience, like, leveling points are within 5th edition. Yeah, because it doesn't show my experience anywhere, does it? That's really weird. We're gonna be switching to Lands of Lore soonish, really soon. Like, my goal today, it's looking at Solasta, playing some more Lands of Lore for some retro 90s RPG dungeon crawling action. And then we're gonna be playing Majora's Mask. I want to see how long I can go in this one, because I have a feeling it's gonna kill me more than anything.
Now, rise later.
What kind of statement is that? Kneel now, rise later. Thanks. Okay, hold on. Nothing. This game has like gotten me to the point where I'm all like, better be careful. All right, keep it dark back here because it's easier to hide. That's my thought. Is that a holy symbol? She said, is that a holy symbol on the door? Oh, that's not good. You need thieves' tools to pick a lock. Tiger? Hello. Those are skeletal warriors. Or are they just skeletons? The dwarf just stands up. Alright. Get him here. Shoot for a bonus. Nice. Yeah, they're just plain skeletons and... I'm sorry, what? Unknown creature? What the fuck is that? Send her in. Cast spell. Shit. I actually forgot to have her use mage armor this time. It's not helpful at all. She's still... They couldn't see where this spell came from. Your husband listens to music while he works and thinks it's funny you watch streamers, but it's like having a chill coworkers just gaming on the side. Yeah, basically. I mean, I used to listen to Isaac when he was when I was working and he was playing the Dragon Age or series. I had to stop watching him when he was playing Inquisition because I was trying to play it at the same time. He quickly outdistanced me. And there wasn't much I could do about it. Shoot. Not exactly getting an advantage. Is she still stealth? She is. They're gonna come back here looking for the dwarf.
I know.
And they found my wizard. Oh, no. No. Main hand attack. Offhand attack. I like that you can pick 2 different targets for that. Still has movement, but it would just incur an attack of opportunity. Cast mage armor on yourself. We cast anything else? Sparkle. Target him. No. Here. We need to light up this area. As much as I didn't want to initially, I think we got what we wanted to. And if my paladin or cleric can't see, we're screwed.
Well struck.
I don't even know what the hell that is. Damn it. Get over there and hit it. You missed. Why do you suck? Cast spell. No. Oh, fucking hell. She's down to 3 life. What? Never mind. She's on the ground. The only person that can keep us all from dying. Does anyone have a medicine action? I don't know. I know you can use that medicine because I've heard Isaac do it. Fire spells are so sneaky after all. This thing is really strong. Magic missile. Just fuck it up. Why does it have so much life?
Take that!
I mean, I'm fine with that. Well, she passed one of her checks. Let's hope she continues to pass them. Please don't take her down. Take him down.
I was sure.
Oh my god. Nope. Why is... Really? Ah, damn it. Why does she have disadvantage against it? Is it because she's casting in its range? Whatever, he might be able to do this. Are you kidding me? How are you useful as... Here, put yourself there. Then he's able to block for both of them. She's got 2 successes. He's down to 1 hit point. Oh my god. Take him down. Thank you.
Never stood a chance.
Oh. Survival afterwards is to see if you could figure out what's wrong with the, if you can figure out information about the enemy. Why does this dagger look like that? Scale mail. Stealth disadvantaged. I don't want this. Go to you. No. It's 14. I can't even look at her because she's just dying. She's just a mess. Can anyone do anything to her? Honey, how do you use medicine? Bodhi's knocking things down. No one's using any medicine. How do I get her up? How do I get her up?
She'll get up. Just move.
Oh, just move?
Yeah. No. Did you...
She's sleeping. She's unconscious for 58 minutes.
Yeah. You can also just cast a healing on her.
Honey, she's the only one with healing.
You don't have any potions?
Nope.
Okay, well then use one of your rolls.
Use one of my what?
You can use a short rest and a roll.
I can't use a short rest because it's too dangerous. It's not safe to rest here. To get the rest of the party to camp and leave her there. Here. We'll be back for you later.
But necessary.
Here, guys. Seems like it's not safe to rest here. Think she'll be fine over there. Here, we know this is safe. Is this one of those glitchy bugs that we haven't seen? Everyone in my party went down. No one could get her up. We can't. I think it's because she's over there. She's taking a nap on the floor.
Undignified, but necessary.
It's not safe for your cleric to be unconscious in it too. We can't even pick her up. Hold on. What is this? Click to cast a light cantrip on one of your handheld items. Ritual. We can identify. You know, if we just keep on ritual casting, time passes. This is nice. Here, let's do it again. Let's do it again. We're detecting magic. Jody. Just 26 minutes left. Come on, let's keep on casting. Yeah, but this shouldn't be something that happens. There has to be a way to pick a character up. Quest log, adventure log, bestiary. Oh, that's interesting. So you can see the bestiary. Unlike the ghoul. Oh, cool. That's kind of neat. Skeletal Enforcer. It shows you the size ratings. This is actually kind of neat. The way their fingers are bending for zombies is a little weird. Like, how do you deal damage? Wouldn't your fingers, like, sort of brush and move like a brush with the way they're bending? Let me see. Yeah, this might be something to put in a forum. It's all like, so when my cleric goes down and no one else can pick anyone up, why can't I pick them up? Concentrate and maintain detect magic. You can't level up until you do a long rest. We can't do a long rest without... Here, read that. Read that. We can't do a long rest without... oh, she has the pearl because of identify. Can't do long rest without rations. And since we're not level 2, we can't cast Goodberry. Ritual cast detect magic one more time. This might be, I mean, it's very possible that the person who designed this dungeon made it this ridiculously hard. She's still maintaining detect magic, yeah. So there's nothing that's detectable here, right? No, no magic objects. Cast spell. Where is inflict wounds? Cure wounds on yourself. You know what? It's too dangerous. I wonder if when you make the dungeon, you can determine which areas are too dangerous to rest in. Or if it's a matter of how close you are to monsters. I'm not sure. Like, the extent of what I showed how to do the dungeon making is all I've done for it. What about here? Nope. It needs to be out here. So basically we need to run all the way here for a short rest. Don't know if I necessarily like that. Like, if you're gonna limit where you can short rest, like, I'd rather if they had certain areas that mentioned it. Here. Can I actually... I cannot long rest without any rations, right, Hen? Damn it. So we had one long rest location, but it's absolutely worthless because we already used it.
Sometimes there is simply no choice.
So we can't even level up while we're in here. Even though we desperately need that level up. Unless he gives us more rations. What is this? Gold. Martial rapier weapon. I mean, I don't even know if he can use this. Can he use this? He can't use the dagger in his offhand if he uses the rapier. It's 1d8. Oh, these are short swords. Light. Yeah, he can't use the dagger. He can't use a short sword. He can't dual wield. He can't do his 2-weapon fighting without a feat with the rapier. That's a hole, isn't it? Huh.
I don't like it either.
I like how they all jump over the wall and make the loudest noises they possibly can make. So this was just locked? Try to pick this door's lock. He's having problems. I feel like we're limited on where we can go because we can't pick this lock. What does this say? Look at inscription. It reads, "The order of the dragon, in both life and death we stand watch." Thanks. What about this door? This door cannot be opened. Skillfully locked. It just can't be opened. I think we're stuck. But there's something here, obviously. And I have no idea how to get over to here. You know what? Light up this room.
Looks like you did that all your life.
Dungeon Maker's pretty neat, it's not perfect. Yeah, it's a beta. There's an option to apparently automatically wake people up after combat. Other than that, you're supposed to short rest, but I guess the dungeon's borked. Well, it's player-made dungeon. I'm not expecting perfection. It's decent for what it is. I haven't seen something like this in a game like this in a while, and it's really nice to see that they're trying to push this in. Yeah. Like, the people that did this one, they put a lot of detail into it. Scroll of Cure Wounds. Yes! What is this? Golden Bracers. Those are magic. Those are freaking magic. They are magical. Do we know what they're magic? No. Ritual cast, identify. Bracers of Sparkles. Sorry, what? Cast Sparkle at will. I guess we give this to the Paladin. Congratulations, your first magical object. She's like, what can I do? Cast Sparkle. What is this? In the rubble, you find what appears to be the remains of a journal. It reads... Am I supposed to click? No. Maladin's ambitions have become far too lofty and sinister. I have refused his offer to join the Eternal Guard. Even more, I have begun plans to seal this foul tomb. If anyone is ill-fated to discover what we have become, forgive us. Also, there is a means of escape. I've crafted a key that bears an enchantment that is baleful to the undead. But where should I hide it? Right here. Where we need it. I mean, the level of detail that that whoever made this went to, it's decent. Like, they really tried. I don't... Oh, this is here because one of the columns is supposed to have fallen. I don't feel like columns should just fall. But I like the overall, like, energy and design that they put into this. Let's come here.
You don't mind being on your knees, do you?
Did he really say that? Okay, maybe don't have the clerics to be still the only one with the curing ability because you can't access their inventory while down. I don't know if just anyone can read that spell scroll. Let me see. Can he use this? Technically, he can. Why can he use a spell scroll? That's so weird to me. I feel like it's definitely a 5th edition thing. Cast spell. Well, where's Sparkle? So how do you use an another item? Cast Sparkle at will based upon magic item, but it's not giving me the option. Really weird. Here. Sparkle. Can I use this at all? Just to level up, maybe? No. Thanks, game. Did we check this tomb? Yeah. I have no idea what to do. For the bracers, it says they require attunement. I missed that. Let me see. Requires attunement, a short rest. Oh. Well, I'm not going to bother with that right now. Over here. There's another hole right here.
Kneel now, rise later.
Better than what the thief said. Or the rogue, whatever. Whatever, my ranger. Who made this stupid ass comment.
Ooh!
I'm wondering what level DC they're sticking this on, because they're all sitting here looking for traps and they did not see that trap. Like, that DC had to be a little ridiculous. Maybe that's why?
Yeah, they can't check for traps if there's no light.
Are you fucking kidding? Oh my god. They can't check for traps if there's no light. I guess that makes sense. Hi, Agaram. There's always a trap in front of those doors. Yeah, he's a little... It's a little heavy-handed on that, but at the same time, I don't necessarily mind it. That's why I was using caution. I was trying to see it. I didn't know you needed light in order to check. I guess that makes sense. He's a frickin' half-elf. He should be able to see. He has dark vision. As you enter this room, feelings of malice, loss, and fear pulse through you. Shameful memories flood your mind. For an instant, the most horrific acts seem seemingly reasonable. That's not okay. Here, you go over here. Go over here. Send my cleric back. I don't know if we should mess with the coffin. sarcophagus, whatever. Is this game good? Its combat is good. There's some janky aspects to it. The game is still undergoing updates and a lot more. Isaac is kind of addicted to the game with its combat. I have to say it's a lot of fun to play. Ivory statuette. Valuable item that you can sell to a shop. And scroll of protection of good versus evil. Might as well. Can a fighter use that? If I'm not mistaken, this is a shrine to an ancient god of death. Drink, my soldier, if you dare, the blood of foes before you now, and toss away thy worldly care to take the everlasting vow. Is there anything else here? Do it. Do it. I'm not mistaken, this is a shrine to an ancient god of death. I don't feel like we need to be cautious right now. I feel like there's definitely something there, but I have no idea what to do. Let's see if we can move this.
Kneel now, rise later.
But as a game to play with just combat mechanics and everything, it's fantastic. And it doesn't cost $60. If you have the Windows, what is it? Windows PC Access Pass, I believe it's on there. So you can play it for free if you have that. If you don't, it's $39.99. You can always wait for a sale, but it is $39.99. And I think for what it does offer, if you're looking for an RPG with a really, really good story, this has a very bare bones, simple story that's along the lines of, I've heard it best described as it's about your average dungeon D&D campaign setting adventure. It doesn't have a very compelling, very overly interesting story, but the story is there, and it's decent and it's serviceable. The game itself, as far as gameplay, it's probably the best rendition of 5th edition, the 5th edition D&D system in a computer game. That's what everyone says. Despite that, it does not have the D&D license. They won't actually give it, possibly because the studio is too small. I don't know. Xbox Game Pass, I don't know about that. It is a Dilly Cam. Hi, Cherubeth. I have already looked at that. I think we might be done at the moment because I have no idea where to go. So as a heads up for anyone who's just joined, this is not a standard dungeon within the game. They have just released within Solasta, and I'll end up showing it to you again because we're going to end up quitting out of it. It was interesting, and I have to say that despite my initial thoughts going into that adventure, it actually was pretty decently challenging and balanced, considering I did have people go down, but I still was making it through. Kind of wish I had a little bit more than just the one set for a long rest. That was specific dungeon was a player-made dungeon using the Dungeon Maker. You can browse the Steam Workshop and grab any dungeon that's currently available. That's Tomb of Heroes that we just tried. There's a lot of different ones. I like Solasta. It's pretty dang good, and it's worth playing. We're gonna go back to trying to do the Goblin Lair a bit. Maybe I'll skip Lands of Lore today. I don't know yet. Yeah, we'll probably have time to play it. I'm actually enjoying going through this. This is the actual campaign that we're actually going into. As I mentioned, the story is wonky. The story is very wonky. Its delivery is wonky. Gameplay overall is pretty cool. Character creation is really, really well done. And if you're looking for a game that gives you a good sense of playing with the Dungeons & Dragons 5e rule set, this game is probably one of the better ones you can go for. Game Pass PC is $10 a month. What is this? Tiger Drake Scales. Light crossbow I do not need. And yet another. I don't need the light crossbow. We're going to leave it. Anything you don't carry around with you, once the area is safe, you can send the Scavengers Guild to go and collect everything. They will sell everything and then give you a percentage of the profits. but the area needs to be safe. Sometimes you have trouble finishing this sort of game because you get a different character idea you want to go back to the beginning to play as. But that's the thing about this game is apparently... Here. So apparently going into that, with the player-made dungeons, you're talking about a one-off adventure you can do. Whether or not it's going to be good or bad, I don't know. But I believe people can rate stuff within Steam, so you'll end up finding the ones that are better rated and be able to pick based off of that. Characters, you can just make characters and create your own party, and then just go into whatever. You're a little limited on everything you can do. I tried showing this earlier on. I don't think everyone was here. You don't have every single race available in 5e at the moment. I don't know if they're planning on adding more. I have a feeling they are. But we have Hill Dwarf, Half Elf, High Elf, Human, and Marsh Halfling. You actually have 2 different dwarves. And you have 2 different elves and 2 different halflings. You have the Snow Dwarf and you have the Hill Dwarf. You have, for the elves, you have a High Elf or a Sylvan Elf. Basically High Elf, Wood Elf. Same thing. Marsh Halfling, Island Halfling. These 2 for it. When you end up going into character creation itself, it gets pretty detailed. It doesn't have every single class. There's a lot of classes that are still missing. Druid isn't here, which I would have loved to have seen, but Druid's not available. Warlock's also missing. Monk is missing. Bard is missing. But at the moment, we have Cleric, Fighter, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Wizard. You can end up picking. When you pick whichever class, you can edit their equipment load. So you can say, oh, I'm going to go with a Rogue. They're going to start with Rapier or a Short Sword. You can pick whichever one you want. Say you want someone with a Short Sword. They can have a short bow and an arrow times 20, or you can give them a second short sword because you want them to be dual wielding and you don't need them to be worrying about a bow. And they can either have a burglar's pack or an explorer's pack, and you can choose either one of those. And once you're done, you validate, move on to the next one. Pick their basic background. Background will determine certain things, such as what skills they have, I believe. Over here, it determines what they come with in their backpack, if they get any additional languages as a result of it, any additional stuff. And you don't have an alignment system, you have a personality system that seems to fuel them more during story. The alignment is kind of here because you have law, good, chaos, evil. It's whatever. It doesn't really matter. You kind of just play the characters however, but it seems that they pipe up and they talk more based upon whatever personality you give them. And if you want to sit there and say, oh, he's a greedy character, and you pop greed in there, you can also pop it again and it will make it even bigger and better. If he's formal, I think, is there another formal one? Casual. You could just keep on adding to them. So you could say egoism, and you could say he's also super egotistical. So it'll end up becoming a more prominent character trait, it seems. I don't know to what extent these actually pop in, or pop into gameplay, but it does seem to have a thing. Your standard array of dice is the standard one you can find in the player handbook, which will give you the 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8, and you can make every character properly balanced amongst themselves if that's what you end up choosing to do. Or you can do the old school method where you just re-roll dice over and over and over and get whatever you want. See if you can get 3 18s, see if you can get 2 18s, and take that roll for whatever it is. I just got an achievement for perfectionist because I rolled the dice too much. You can also do the point buy system, apparently, which I never really noticed until just now. I don't want to do the point buy system, but you can do that, and if you don't want to pick where the stats go, you can sit there and say, just optimize them for me, and it will drop the dice into each location, and all the racial bonuses and every other bonus will click in and go into effect with it. But then when you come in here, you're going to have to pick your skills. Athletics does determine certain things. Characters can jump further across gaps if they have a higher athletics. They need a certain level of strength or dexterity, I forget which it is, and they need a certain level of athletics. You have acrobats, so you have sleight of hand and everything. Sleight of hand is not anything with the eye in the corner you pay attention to. Currently, the current campaign they've released with the game is called Crown of the Magister. Crown of the Magister, anything with an eye does not come into effect. So investigation and performance and sleight of hand will not be used. But you can give it if that's what you want to do. You might be able to use the character later on. So let's say we do sleight of hand and investigation, and he's really good at performing. He has another class skill we can give him. So we say he's good at persuasion. So you pick all of the skills that way. Tools, we can sit there and do the thieves' tools. and he gets 1 more class expertise. We'll say he's really, really good at sleight of hand. And then you pick the languages. So anything without an I is going to come into play in the campaign. So knowing Dwarvish and Elfish is good. Also Orcish. So he has a whole bunch of languages in the background. He speaks Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Orcish now. And then you have really weird looking character models sometimes, where you can pick the basics of where they come from, and then you can pick the face from that. Your facial tones can go all types of colors. It could be whatever the heck you want. Pretty much any color option is in here. Like, I think Isaac has his halfling kind of like this, and he didn't mean to, and he says his halfling just looks permanently sunburnt.
No, he's more red.
He's more red? Like that?
Yeah, yeah, they have really weird color palettes, like not human.
They have human color palettes in here. You just picked one of the off colors. But yeah, you can choose beard shape. Some of the beards are a little wonky. I did show earlier one of the beards that are a little bit awkward. You can pick your hair color. Your hair color can be like any spectrum you want, kind of thing. Depending on your character, you can also decide like to make their physique bulkier. Dwarves don't have physique or age as an option, or physique as an option. So you can make them bulkier. You can make them older, if that's what you end up wanting to do. You can change their eye color, and voices.
Hold firm. I'll get you there.
An extra interesting.
And then they have pronouns if you care to do that. It's available if you want to. But once you end up creating a character, no, don't cancel this. Let's sit there and say, give him an identity. His name is Arius John. Whatever. He's a very weird looking character. Here, he's got gray hair. It's great. And I think if you go here, you can just level him up. And so now he's a level 2. And you can make him a level 3. And then you end up picking what he is. Is he a thief? Is he a dark waver? Is he a shadowcaster? Say he's a thief. What about those of you who are half-orc? No half-orcs yet. I don't even know if they're eventually going to give it. But you can sit there and pick them, and then they stay in your roster. So when you end up choosing a dungeon, you can just pick a character that you have. But this is the thing. Once you level them up, it seems like they're permanently leveled up in your roster. It's not a bad idea. I like the whole concept. You can make a whole bunch of different characters. It's really cool on what you can end up doing. I think it offers a hell of a lot, honestly. The game is designed for you to play it as if it's a 5th edition system. Literally in the tutorial, there's a whole point where your fighter basically gets attacked on a bridge by some wolves, and the game tells you all the different combat options. I chose to use the shove command, and I knocked all those wolves off the bridge to their deaths. I didn't even attack them. I just shoved them all off. That is very much involved. As we saw earlier, for anyone who missed it, there was a point where we were in these caves down here, and we knocked this down just to do it. But if enemies were underneath any of these hanging cages, you can attack the cage and knock it down on top of the enemy. It is an option. The environment is available for you to play around with. And I think that's really cool. To what extent it is? Probably not as much as we
have a bad feeling about this.
There's no one here. Not even corpses.
Look, that tower. That's insane.
Amazing. Classic Tirmarian architecture. I read about that, you know. It just ended up here after the cataclysm. Incredible.
Anyway, we have a mission. Let's check the fortifications.
This is the worst part about the whole story delivery. Every time the story is delivered, your characters always stand in a line formation next to each other and sort of like side look at each other and talk. Even when, and if there's an NPC, the NPC just stands in front of them. It's a very awkward delivery. I don't know if they're ever going to fix that. I don't know if it's supposed to be so if you want to create your own adventures later on, it just makes it easier for people to create their own adventures. Story is not this game's strong point. And it's definitely not what's kept Isaac playing. Like, the gameplay factor of how the game plays is its strong point. And that's totally fine and acceptable.
Ha!
You're impressively fit.
Shit. What did he get? Amethyst. Storm Heather. 20 arrows. And a shield we're gonna leave. So you can sit there and tell him, hey, get over there. And he'll just climb up. What the hell did he even climb up? And you can tell him to jump across. And he makes an athletics check and fails and falls on his face. But you can have them do that. So the playing around with the environment is available, and it's kind of cool. There's a lot to really like about the game. It's definitely not my #1 type of RPG type game because I have a very strong fondness for the Pathfinder games right now. It will be games in September, I believe it is. But currently it's just one, Kingmaker, which I still haven't beaten and I'm still doing. What is this?
What do you think?
Oh,
It's a wall.
Manacallan architecture. The stone cutting is textbook. Using this orange stone from the mountain.
That's it. Orange stone.
I'm not answering that.
What? We got inspection. Conversation recorded, inspection, click to read. Huh. And we got experience for that. Oh, there's another chest up there. Look at that. Get up there. How are you gonna get up there? I have seen some of the, not cutscenes, I want to say, some of the trailers that they've put together for this. Things like the fly spell seem to be something you can do eventually, and wizards can actually use them to make people fly to certain locations to get to places. And I think that's really cool. A javelin. What's up there? Why would you want to get up here? So you can go around this? There's no point. We just send the thief up there and we wait for him to finish. That's it. You can hold down Alt and it will highlight anything that's interactable.
There's definitely been fighting here.
Why did we take this job again? Oh yeah, these lovely council badges.
This is no time for jokes.
Right. Whoever did this could still be around, and we don't want them hearing us.
We should look for survivors. 50 people can't just vanish.
Did you see that?
Someone's hiding inside the tower.
It's a trap. The goblins killed everyone, and now it's our turn.
Or they're the survivors, and they're being cautious.
We need to get up to that door.
If they slaughtered the garrison, they'll pay.
Back off! No closer!
Who's there?
We're not letting you in!
And we're not coming out!
Is Captain Henrik there? We need to talk to him.
No, because their names, we
Don't
can see
you dare
them.
speak his name, you filthy bastard!
Don't talk to them.
They'll cast a spell on you! Don't touch me!
Clearly their distressing experience has affected their reason. Let's get to the door. Maybe if they can see us up close, we can show them our council badges.
I don't want to go through more story right now. Why the hell is this story? I wanted to play more. Go over here. Just ignore them. Oh, you know what? Here, come here.
I spotted a trap of sorts.
There is a trap. What the hell? Do something about that. And don't frickin' fail like you do the rest of the time. Otherwise, I'm gonna fire you and get a proper thief. You're fired. Like, fucking hell. Only one person can get across. Okay, we send the dwarf. The one person I don't want to be jumping around. We send over there. What? What battle? Oh no. Brimstone Vipers. They have poison.
Another victory. This is destiny.
Great. Flying enemies that I can actually fly around the entire battlefield. Cast spell. Firebolt.
Palpable hit.
Hey, it's working. Can she cast anything else? No. I don't even necessarily want her up there. But at the same time, I don't exactly want her far away from anyone. Can he hit? No. How can he not target this one? What is with this? Because it's underneath. I can't even target it because it's underneath. What kind of bullshit is this? There we go. There, now it's dead. I don't know why I want to be over. Oh, because he can block for us. Yes, get over there. Oh look, it's another one. Why? Jeez.
Just bad luck.
That's just bad luck. Being a complete and utter failure is bad luck. She critically missed. Why do they critically miss more than anything? Here. Get here. He succeeded at least. I'm kind of worried about the level of... Here. Magic missile, one on each. Are you kidding me? Can't even see that one. Hey, my wizard actually did a thing. She's on the ground. She's incapacitated because I made her jump. And her athletics is she's shitty. So she's prone and unable to move. Great. She's so shitty at everything. Just hit that one. Do it. No.
How did I miss?
You suck right now. Block it. I don't know who he's attacking. But whatever. I mean, less poison is good. I'm actually kind of upset that these thrown axes. What is the range on these? Really bad. Here, shoot that one. No.
Next time.
Damn it all. At least they're not going after my mage. Firebolt. Here, go after that one. It's just up there.
I trained hard for this.
What? No, you didn't. Yeah. There we go. I mean, I find it interesting that they have these kind of, why can't you attack with this? So this weapon that I'm trying to use, it's a hand axe, simple weapon. It has the throwing ability. In order to throw, according to what Isaac told me, I should just click on it and it should throw it. Oh, there it is. I have to actually click attack. And there goes the axe. Is there any way to recover that, or should he just throw it into the stratosphere? I figured I'd just be able to grab it again. I think it's gone. Or is this it? Is it one of these items? What the hell? There we go.
Can't win.
Can you please leave the wizard alone? Oh my god. Please leave her alone. You piece of crap. She missed. Go stand next to the dwarf so he can protect you. Honey, can you recover thrown items?
Stop that.
Because my dwarf threw his hand axe at the enemy and it looked like it went into the stratosphere after it missed.
It depends. If you miss, you sometimes can.
Oh no. Attack. Go. Here goes his other hand axe. Hey, it hit. It's on the ground. Look at that. There's no other hand axe around. Where is the other hand axe? Wait, I can interact with this? Why? What is that? Guys, come over here and look at this. You did not need to jump off that way. Poor dragon. Those weren't dragons, they were flying vipers.
What's this?
I believe this was called a minor imperial gate.
Arcana success.
At its height, the Manicalan Empire had countless gates like this to magically travel through the empire.
I don't suppose it still works.
Some say there are still functioning gates.
And this plaque? Any value?
Maybe. The Tower of Knowledge? Why not?
So what I understand of the story, the basic premise for the world is that humans are the newest race in the world. They appeared during what was known as the Cataclysm, where this giant rift or something ended up opening up and dropped them into the world and completely upended the world as people knew it. It's been 1,000 years since that Cataclysm, and the whole point of what your characters are doing is you're supposed to be... Oh, here's the hand axe. You're supposed to be basically just exploring the Badlands, as they called it, and the Badlands are basically an area that had been affected by this cataclysm, and no one has really explored it since it happened. It's a very, very... Oh, he has a military campaign ribbon that he's wearing. Like, no reason. That's worth money. I don't know why you're wearing that. He's like sentimental value. Also, this water moves so slow, I feel like it's like oil. Every time I've seen it in the background in cutscenes, it really weirds me out. Like, why is it moving that slow? I know it's not supposed to be, but it basically is. Anyways. I like the game. I think it's worth checking out. No, like I said, the story's not as super compelling to me. It's not my biggest draw. I do like the idea of the campaign setting. I think it's really cool. The campaign setting is kind of delivered to you in a very, very, very short story-based cutscene in the very, very beginning of the game. And it lasts for like 2 minutes. It's that simple of a campaign setting, but it's a neat campaign setting, and the campaign setting is known as Solasta. By the way, when you pick up stuff, you pick who you want to have pick it up, and it will show you their encumbrance. I think these Viper Venom glands I actually want to give to him because I think he can actually craft them into stuff. No, not yet. But he does have a poison crafter's kit because I said he was a spy. Because his background was as a spy, he automatically got a potion crafter's kit and he got the skill to craft poisons. Or poison crafter kit, I'm sorry. I believe... I think she might have... I don't remember if I gave her medicine. Proficiencies. Did I give her medicine? I did not. She has Arcana, which she needs. She should have needed medicine. She is not going to be good at crafting potions. She's going to be even worse. We're screwed on potion crafting. I made a horrible group for this. It's like, hey, can you make some healing potions? No. But honestly, at the same time, I have a ranger and a cleric. That's a pretty decent level of potential for healing output. But yeah,